about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, here we go. Triangular prism, triangular prism, triangular prism. Yesterday, we cut it out. If it's not cut out, guess what? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we're going to label our notes. Today is 4/13/22. And we call this a triangular prism. Why is it called a triangular prism? Because it has a triangle part, right? All right. It has how many triangles? 2 triangles. So it has 2 triangles. It has 2 triangles and what? 3, what kind? 3 rectangles. So here you guys can see that it has 2 triangles and 3 rectangles, right? So in total it has 5 sides. Okay? It has 5 sides. We're going to call this the front triangle. This is the back triangle. This is going to be the bottom. And this is going to be the left. And this is going to be the right. So lay it flat, label it, and then I'll show you why is it left, why is it bottom, why is it right. So we're labeling it right now. Front triangle, back triangle, bottom, left, right. We're good? All right, so if I say that this side is 5 centimeters, what is this side? 5 centimeters. What is this side? 5 centimeters. And what is this side? 5 centimeters. So all of these are the same. Do you see that? Sometimes they're not, but most of the time they are. This side is, let's say, 4 centimeters. Now, are the triangles going to be the same? No. Triangles might be different. Let's say this is 4, 5. Is it the Whitney lottery ticket?
Yeah.
She's absent. Haha, joke's on you. Just kidding. I wish one day someone would bring me like a winning lottery ticket. And then I would just drop my pen and leave. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't leave you.
You would. Are you sure? You're probably going to Bahamas.
It's funny. You're the second student who's talked about Bahamas today. One of my first period one in you. Of all places. All right. 5, 5, 5. This is 4. This is 3. Okay. Now, and then this one is 3, 2. Okay. So 3, 4, 3. 3, 4, 3. 3, 4, 3. 3, 4, 3. Okay. Why? When I close this up, this 4 is this bottom part of the triangle, but do you see this 3 is this side of the triangle? So this part of the triangle is 3. This part of the triangle is 4. So this would actually be 4, right? But this number is actually 3. Because when I close it, and you can close yours, do you see how this 3 lands on this side of the triangle? Okay? Now, what would be this side? Also 3. If I close it, you see how the 3 is right there? So this would be 3. Okay? So 3, 4, 3. If I close it. Huh? Now, how do I find the area of a triangle? What did we just do on the do now? What did we have to do? Base times height divided by 2. So let's look at this triangle right here. Which number is your height? It's a trick question.
3.
What's your base? 4. Your base is 4. What's your height?
3.
No.
5.
No.
7. 4.
No. Okay. So this is your base, right? Your height, trick question, is right here.
Yeah.
Why? Because it needs to form 90 degrees. Remember that? This is your height. This is your h. I know I'm kind of putting a lot of stuff into this little triangle. I'm going to do a little different third period. So this is your height. This is your base. Your height we're going to call it, let's say 2. Just to use a different number. It's mathematically not correct, but whatever. So your height's not 3. Why? Because the 3s are slanted. Remember when we talked about like the line has to be perfectly straight? If PE was to measure your height, you know your PE teacher's going to yell at you if you're like, oh, look, I'm 4 feet tall. It's like, dude, stand up straight. Oh, I'm 5'2". Yeah, because if you do this, what happens? You become shorter, right? So you got to stand up straight. I mean, whatever. All right. Are we okay? I'm not going to do the math with this one. We're going to leave this one as is. If we have time, we'll glue it in. If not, because it's a modified day, we might have to glue tomorrow. Okay. I wish, YouTube, I wish they would give us a survey for the students, like, do you want seminar next year? Yes or no? You know? Kind of like, let's...
Everyone would say no.
Everybody would say no.
Our seminar teacher just talks about this slide that we don't even get to the second one.
Okay. That's cool. Thanks for listening. Thank you for listening. Let's go back to math.
Mine's just scary.
No, we did. Oh, you did. You did. Okay. Oh, that's bad.
Wait, what?
Okay, make sure you do that today, Diego, because it's super important that you do. All right. You have to, because then they'll stick you in a random elective. Of the most important thing you'll do all school year, outside of math, is to pick your elective for next year. Because if you don't pick your elective for next year, they'll stick you in a random one, and then you end up the whole year in an elective that you don't want. And it's horrible for you, and it's horrible for the teacher, because the teacher's like, you don't even want to be here, you know? So.
We didn't even get to the survey, like the lecture survey, so I had to ask our other teachers.
I have no comments. So ask your seminar teacher today to like, hey, can we please do, because Miss Amelie said that it's the most important thing I will do outside of math. Oh, well, area of the front triangle. Okay, here we go. Here's our triangular prism. Do you see the front triangle? See it? It's so pretty. Look at that. It's so pretty. So pretty little triangle. Okay. To find the triangle, you need base times height divided by 2, right? Just like the do now? Just like the do now. Okay. Write that down right here. So, look at the triangle. What's your base? Yep. 6 times. What's your height? Yep. That is your height. That number is your height. Why is the 4 your height?
Because it's pointing at the line.
Correct. And why do we care about this line? Because that's your height and it becomes a 90-degree angle. So where it becomes a 90-degree angle, that's the numbers we're going to use. Okay, in a triangle where it forms a 90 degrees, that's what we want. So it would be 6 times 4 divided by 2. Divided by 2. Why are we dividing by 2? Because it's a triangle. And since it's a triangle, we have to divide by 2. Okay, so write that down. 6 times 4 divided by 2. All right, kids, what is 6 times 4? 24. Divided by 2? 12. So this equals 12 feet squared. All right, so if the triangle in the front is 12 feet squared, guess what? The back triangle is 12 feet squared. The front is 12 feet squared, then the back is 12 feet squared. Okay. What's the next one it's asking you for?
Left and right.
Left and right. Okay. Let's do the right side first.
9 times 12.
Fine. Let's do the right. I know it's a little bit out of order, but it makes more sense. Right. Okay?
Right is 9. 9 times 5.
You need two numbers.
The base is 9. The
5 and 9.
Yep. So this right here, I'm going to shade it in. Do you guys see the right part? The right rectangle? See this part right here? I'm going to highlight it. Okay. So this is 9, right? And this part is going to be not the height, the length, the width. This part is that one. 5. So it would be 9 times 5. What's 9 times 5? 45 feet squared. That's the right side. Now the left side, I'm going to like polka dot it so you see the difference, yes? At the end, yeah.
Wait, don't we have to divide it by 2?
Is this a triangle?
No.
No. Going back, hold on. Did you divide by 2 on any of these that we did before? No. Did you divide by 2 on Monday? No. Did you divide by 2 on Tuesday? No. Today is Wednesday. Today we divide by 2. Why? When it's a triangle. When it's a rectangle, right? This is a rectangle. You're just doing length times width. Got it? All right. Which is possible. Look at the answer for number 3 on your do now. It was a decimal. All right. Left side. I polka dot it. Look, I just did polka dots. Do you guys see the left side rectangle? Okay, what are the measurements of the left side rectangle?
5.
So you need 2 numbers. This is 5, and then what is this bottom part?
9.
9. Because these 2 lines are parallel. So this side and this side are the same. It's like, it's this, and this. They're the same. It's like this, kind of. Like here, pretend this is like a triangle right here. You're doing this. These 2 sides are the same. So it's like, this is 9, this top line is 9, this bottom line is 9. They're all the way around. On here, I made them 5. You see how they're all 5s? 5, 5, 5, 5. On this example, it's 9. 9, 9, 9, 9. Okay, so 9 times 5, 45 feet squared. Okay, now I don't like how this worksheet was like right here. It says bottom over here. So don't forget about the bottom. Okay, the bottom, I'm going to do like little circles here at the bottom so you see it. Just kind of so it like stands out.
The bottom is 6.
You need 2 numbers.
6 times
Giovanni, hi, we're in class. I know. I'm sorry, I'm bothering you.
6 times 4? No.
6 times 9. 6 times 9? 54 feet squared. All right, so now we need to add, and you can use a calculator. We need to add 12, 12, 45, 45, 54. Add them, Eddie. Add them up. I don't know. Brian, let's add them up. 12, 12, 45, 45, 54. That's 24, 90, 54, 8, 12, 12, 45, 45, 54. So our total surface area is 168 feet squared. That would be the answer we're looking for.
Wait, 100?
Yeah. So this is if I were to paint like all the walls, including the floor. I need 168 feet squared, or wrapping paper. Just depends on like what they like to do for the state test is they like to give you this problem but put it into context. Like you're painting the wall or you're gonna install wallpaper, and then it's like, you know, extra.
Yeah, and it's extra harder.
Right, but then go back like, okay, let's just simplify it. All right, let's do the next one together, please. Okay, find the area of the triangular prism. Okay, area of the front triangle. All right, let's look at the front triangle. What two numbers make the base and the height?
3 and 4.
They have to make 90 degrees, right? You see how the 5 doesn't make 90 degrees? It's kind of slanted. So these two numbers, this, Emmanuel, is your base, and this is your height. Base and your height, okay? So that's for our triangle. Our triangle is base times height divided by 2. So 3 times 4 divided by 2. Do the math, do the math, do the math. Good. Now, are the triangles the same size? Yep. So if the front triangle is 6, then the back triangle is 6 inches squared. Are we okay? Processing, processing. Okay. Left side.
75.
Yep. So this is our left side. It's actually the only side we see because of the way it's drawn. So what is this measurement? 7. What is this measurement? 5, right? So we're going to write that down. 7 times 5. What is 7 times 5? 35 inches squared. Okay, the right side. Now this is where it gets hard. Because can you see the right side? No. So you have to use your imagination to kind of turn it around and pick the two numbers. What are the two numbers for the right side? 4 and 7. This is 7, so this is 7, right? Now, if you want to be super extra, you could draw the interior lines like this and make it 3D. And then the back side, the right side is this part, right? And then you can make the circles to kind of differentiate the lines. So 7 times 4, 7 times 4. 7 times 4 is 28 inches squared. All right, the bottom. Let's do little dots on the bottom. What are the two numbers for the bottom?
3 and 7.
You know another way you can check to see if you're on the right track? Did you do different combinations?
Yes.
You see 7 and 5, 7 and 4, 7 and 3. I did all the combinations. This is 21 inches squared. You see, the triangle doesn't repeat any numbers, right? This is called a scalene triangle. No sides are equal. Scalene. So that's why none of these are match. All right, let's add them up. Take out a calculator. Add 6 plus 6, 35, 28, 21. 6, 6, 35, 28, 96? 96? 96? Okay.
94.
95. How about that? Huh?
I got 96.
Okay. Yeah, once you start feeling a little comfortable with this, like you drop the fear of like this is hard math, you start seeing patterns and seeing shortcuts, and it's fine. All right, let's do number 1 together in your notebook. Number 1, I think it rings at 35, right? Yeah, 35, and right now it is 27, so we have plenty of time. We probably won't have time to glue today, which is fine. We'll glue tomorrow. We have one more to cut out tomorrow anyway, so. Okay. If you want to work ahead of me, go ahead. Try to do this on your own. If you want to stay with me, you can, but do not work slower than me, please. We're going to do number 1. If you want to work ahead of me, you may. I know I'm going to do 1 and 7 eventually. 1 and 7. We're going to skip to number 7. So if you're done with number 1, you can skip down to number 7. You don't have to do number 2. All right, number 1. Okay, I'm going to do the triangle. Okay, what is the base and the height of my triangle? What's my base? 12. What's my height? 8. Why is it 8? Because it forms the 90 degrees, right? So this is my base and this is my height. 12 is my base, 8 is my height. You see that? Okay. So plug it in. 12 times 8 divided by 2. I'm going to do it in my notebook because there's no way I can show all this work in my notebook. Remember how yesterday we had to take 2 pictures of your note? Oh, yeah. 48? Yep, 48. 48 inches squared. So if the one triangle is 48, what's the other?
48.
We good? All right. We good? Okay. All right. Remember, you're working ahead of me or with me, but not slower than me. So if you're still writing, too slow. All right. Let's do the right side. Let's do the right side. What are my 2 measurements for the right side?
14.
Okay. So I'm going to do R for right. Or let me just spell it out because it's kind of new to us. So it's 10 times 14, which is what? 140. Do we divide by 2? No. So what is my fear? My fear is that you take this and you're like, oh, I got to divide by 2. And I'm like, why? Well, we always have to. And I'm like, dude, no. It's a rectangle. We don't divide by 2 in a rectangle. All right. Now let's do the left side. Yeah, it's the same, right? Because you see how there's another 10 right here? So these 2 lines are going to make my rectangle? Wait. These 2 lines are going to make my rectangle? No. What 2 lines are going to make my rectangle? 10 and 14. So this is 10 going this way, and then this one going back is 14. So it'd be 10 and 14. Yes, the hardest part is picking out the numbers. 140 again. The reason it's the same is because these 2 numbers are the same. Since it's 10 and 10. An isosceles triangle, 2 equal sides. So 2 of them will be the same. 2 equal sides, 2 sides. Okay, now let's do the bottom. What are the measurements of the bottom? 12 and 14. 12 and 14 are my bottoms. That's this part right here. So it's this line and this line. 12 times 14. Who knows what 12 times 14 is? $168. So do we have 5 numbers to add? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's add all this wonderful numbers up. I think, honestly, they would give you a calculator for this one, because if I type in all of these numbers in a calculator, is it going to give me the right answer? No, you still have to figure out, like, wait, which 2 numbers do I pair, right? The calculator doesn't know you're finding surface area. So I think they would give you a calculator for this one, because if I just type in 10 times 8 times 10 times 12 times 14, is that going to give me the right answer? No, you still got to make the pair. So I 100%, okay, 99% think they're going to give you a calculator for this one. They give you a calculator for ones that you don't need a calculator whatsoever, or the ones that you still need to do a lot of work, even if you have a calculator. 544 inches squared is my surface area. So I go over here, type that in, 544 inches squared. So if I were to paint or gift wrap this paper, I would need 544 inches squared. Maybe I should teach this lesson during like the holiday season and bring in empty boxes. Just here, gift wrap this. Take it home. Put it underneath your tree. Open it for Christmas. But it's empty. Just like my heart. What? What?